Hey, what's going on guys? It's Wired Gaming back again with some more Survive the Nights. And today what we are doing is going over some tips to help you guys survive the Horde. Now, first things first, we're going to go over our bases. I just want to say, sorry for the wait, it's been quite a while, I know. It's been a bit of a busy one, but it's here. Let's get into it. It took me forever to find the wedge. That was the main thing. And then the hardest part about this whole video was finding the wedge. But we got there in the end, you know. If anybody is looking for the wedge, search houses. I spent ages in hardware stores and garages and no luck. Houses, best luck there. So first things first, with the Horde, you're going to need a home. You can avoid the Horde if you want, but if you want that juicy XP, then you're going to want to hunker down and get ready to fight them. So, I would recommend a 2 or 3 story building. You don't want a single floor, because if they get in, worst case scenario, if they get in, that's when it starts to become a bit of a problem. Now, with a building like this, I've got a fallback plan. So I'm going to stand here and shoot out the windows. If they get in, I'm going through this door, activating the fire trap, coming all the way up here, and then out of here, jumping down and running for it. So you've got to be quite sneaky and think about where you want to build your base. Another good thing about this location, now this is in Union Point, is it is pretty much surrounded by water, apart from the front. There's water there, and then water on the other side. So that really helps. If you can get a location like that, with a lake around you, or just something that's backed off, so the zombies can't actually come at you from behind, it sort of forces them to come at you from one direction, which makes them a lot easier to fight off. Because when you're in the middle of a town, say I was in that house there, they come from all sorts of directions. Sometimes the front, sometimes the back. But with this one, it's sweet. They're always coming from the front, which really helps me out. The Horde Night 5 is arriving soon. And my batteries are dead. That is terrible. Let's just swap our batteries out quick. And then we will go into the sort of defense. Where is it? There it is. Oh, we're on the crafting menu. Right, so I use wooden planks purely because they might not be the strongest, but they are the easiest to come by, and they are everywhere. You see a tree, you've got yourself 8 planks from one log, and you can get about 5 logs out of a tree. Now, these stack up to 40 as well. So, that is 4, 8, 12, 16, 20, and 24. You can even go up top there and get the 28. So that's 280 health on each side. Obviously, they start out with 10, but if you're using screws and a drill to upgrade them, they go up a bit higher than that. Now, make sure you're leaving your gap in the middle as well, so you can actually shoot out. We'll go into more of that later on when the Horde shows up. And I have also got window bars, which go up to 300. Now, the preference for these is I think they just look cooler, and obviously there's a little bit more there. If you've got them on both sides, you've got around 40 extra points there, which help you out. But all in all, they're very difficult to find. So if the Horde does come through, then they break through that, you've got to find all those rebar pieces again and start from scratch, which is never good. At least with the wood, you can find it everywhere. It's easy. Same with these traps as well. Now, planks are easy to come by, well, logs are easy to come by, so therefore timber is easy to come by. I've gone for the reinforced ones because they go all the way up to 140. Personally, I think maybe they should go up to 200 for the amount of resources that it costs to actually make the reinforced ones. The standard ones go up to 100, which is good, and these 100 doesn't sound like much, but it does help you out a lot against the Horde. They're also repairable, and you can pick them up and move them around. So if you place them somewhere and you want to move house, pick them up, load them into the back of your car, off you go. They don't weigh much either, so you can carry quite a lot of these things. I always keep one on me, so I can place it on the door there. And then that just sort of deters them a little bit from the door, and even if it doesn't, it pushes them far enough back so you can see them from the window. Now, if we go upstairs as well, obviously we've got a fire trap there. Another reason we've got a 2-story building is because I've got a fallback. If things don't go completely right, then I can just plonk this down here, and it holds them off a little bit whilst I try and shoot them down, and just brings them all inside so they're stuck in there whilst I'm out the back running away. Which is, it really helps. Those extra few seconds count, especially when you're in a tough fight. Oh, where did that come from? I didn't place that. That wasn't there a minute ago. Oh, I must have placed it. Never mind. So, but like I said, it's good. You can pick these up. Nice and simple. I've also barricaded the back here. I was going to put a vehicle in there, but I just thought that looked a lot cooler. Now, weapons. So, with your weapons, you want to be using silenced guns. You don't want to be running around with a shotgun like I am now, because that just draws the crowd in, and it can get quite dicey. 1 or 2 shots, not too bad, but when you start to shoot a lot, they all start to show up in force. So here we go, they start coming. Come on, boys. What we're going to do is blow this car up, get a load of noise going. So. Now, vehicles as well are a great weapon. You can use them to your advantage. If you've got... Boom, that went bang. But the noise has brought in a lot of zombies. They're going to slowly start to come out. There we go. I think that was about it. There wasn't actually too many. Sometimes it's more than that. But you can use a vehicle as a sort of explosive. You can put that by your base. Just make sure it's not too close, because you will blow yourself up. And you don't want to be doing that. Just keep it at, say, that distance. I've already placed a vehicle outside ready. We're going to try and use that to sort of take out what we can. Why does it say no weapon? There we go, wrong one. Right, so the horde will be inbound soon. Let's lock up. Get ready. So we're going to go over the planks again now. Obviously, it's really obvious that what the gap's for. It's there for me to shoot through. That's a pretty obvious thing anyway. But if you keep it like that, you can easily fit 3 planks either side. Just keep a sort of 2 plank gap. You don't really need too much, but you want to try and fit the first 3 planks as low down as you can. If you go too high, you won't be able to see the zombies' heads. Right, so how much damage has he done? Quite a bit, so there we go, we will repair that. It is 2 screws per 10, so they're fairly easy to repair. Once again, which is why I've chose these barricades, because it's something you can pick up quite early on, and as long as you've got the wedge, once again, that goddamn wedge got me, getting them early is really quite helpful. Obviously for the first 3-4 horde nights, you don't really need anything like that. So it's quite easy. We've also got our fire trap, which obviously I walked past earlier, but didn't really go into too much. Do you know what I didn't do? Place my spike barricade outside. That was a bit silly. Let's place that by the door. Which, if you do place these by the door, place them a little bit further out than you have the ones by the windows, because it'll push the zombies out a little bit. Obviously, if you've got windows like this, sometimes the hard part is being able to see the zombies at the door, and then they get kind of stuck, and then you sometimes have to unlock the door. You can sort of jimmy out of the upstairs windows and shoot down, but that can be quite difficult. Let's swap out. Oh, no. Nope, another rifle. There we go, the ARG. My trusty. Right, that car's almost ready to go. The Horde Knight should be approaching any second now. So it is approaching that way. Okay, cool. Southeast. Once again, this is where the river behind will come into play. It'll really help us out. Right. The Horde has arrived. The time to prepare has passed. This is only level 5, so relatively easy. It's just to really show you guys bits and bobs. And another good thing about this balcony is you can, if you think they're at the back, you can just come and stand on the side. They're not though, they are out the front by the looks of things. Now then, ammo is a key factor in this game. You're going to need to conserve it as much as possible. So you want to be going for headshots. Let me just remove that torch quick. It's quite annoying when I'm trying to... large LED, remove, lovely. It's not bloody working now. There we go, that's better. So, as I was saying, they're not even coming for me today. What's going on? They're running scared, that's what it is. I might just open the door today. Right, let's just open this up quick, and we're going to get our shotgun out, just to sort of bring them in. What we can do is destroy that vehicle over there. They've just busted through the rear barricade, I think. That's fine though. Oh, they got through that barricade too. That's fine. Let's go shut that door again quick, just because we don't want them coming in. So there you go. There's another top tip, guys. Keep your door shut. Boom. You felt the vibration. That took all of the windows out. And it also took down the zombie though. It took down 3 zombies there, which is good. Once again, remember the 3 planks on the windows there, because if you go any higher than the 3 and don't leave the gap, you won't actually be able to get the heads. And to increase their chances of coming to you at the window, make sure you stood by it. It just helps you out quite a bit, because sometimes they can get stuck by the door, and then, like I just had to, I opened the door and they come swarming in. They seem to be quite cheeky. They hide away, and then as soon as you open the door, they all sort of bundle in. Progress, we're about halfway through. See, now if that spike barricade wasn't on the door, I wouldn't have been able to get through to get the shots on that guy there. Because the spike barricade's there, now it's gone, they've demolished it. It makes it quite a bit harder to actually get to these guys. Come on, one shot. In the 1.5 update, I think it was, they've recently sort of nerfed body hits and buffed headshots. I don't know whether they actually did change it, but now it's much more favourable to actually go for the headshots rather than just body shots. Body shots still work, but you are going to be wasting your ammo. You're going to be going through about 7 rounds as opposed to the 1 for the headshot. So aim for the head all the time. If you have got the ARG, which is located in the police station or the airfield armories, then you're pretty much sweet, really. You don't have to worry too much about anything. Only downside to the ARG is the ammo. If you need ammo, you have to go raid a police station again, but that does make it really quite fun. I love raiding the police stations. Oh, he's on the back door here. Hiya. You can distract them sometimes by just shooting the windows. Doesn't work all the time. It seems like that guy is stuck there, which is quite annoying. There we go, he's moved back out now, cool. There we go, headshots again. As well, with your choice of house, as I was talking about earlier with the houses, obviously escape is important, but if you can get one with a workbench that you're comfortable with and can defend, 100% do that, because the small workbench there is good, but I don't know the look of it personally. I think it looks a bit weird. It's just a makeshift workbench, so you know it's cool. But the large workbench is what you need, because you can craft everything on that, whereas the small ones obviously restricted to the smaller items that you can craft. You see with these barricades, they're not really getting too far in. Even if they do get through the bottom 3, it doesn't allow them to actually jump through until they've destroyed all of them. So that really helps you out there. It is worth placing those top ones, because they'll destroy the one at the bottom first, and then they will work their way up. So I believe that is it. I think we've just passed the Horde Knight. There he is. You can as well, you don't need to, but obviously I haven't. I don't really see the point in it yet. Not just for the Horde Knights. And there we go. Horde Knight passed, that was easy. We used around 50 rounds there, so not too much ammo-wise either, which is great. And I think the damage they did was more to the barricades. They haven't really done anything else. So yeah, they've destroyed the barricades. So, I find it really hit and miss whether you want to use them or not. But they got through the first 3. Oh no, they got through 4 planks on that window, and 1 on that one. So we'll check around the back quick and just see if they did any damage there. I think more than likely they've taken 2 planks out of the middle window, but that is it. Oh no, they haven't taken a single plank out of this side. So there we go. Easy as that. The main point for sort of defending your base is the location. I got really lucky with this one. Nobody was in this house, and because, as I said, it backs onto the lake, that makes it perfect, because it slows down the sort of spread of them from behind. They don't sort of come that way much, which is really good. Obviously, as I was saying with the vehicles as well, you can use those as explosives, which it saves you a little bit of ammo, but the Big Bang, I think, did a bit of damage to the barricades, which is what sort of helped them along there. But yeah, so that is it. That's my quick guide on how to survive the Horde Night. Make sure you drop any tips down of your own. I'm going to do another video like this when we get to 20. And, you know, that one will be a bit more detailed. Well, a lot more detailed. And I'm planning on waiting until 1.6 is out before we go over up to level 20. I want to be doing that at the prison. So make sure you subscribe for that. And drop a like on the video and subscribe for all things Survive the Nights. And we will see you again on Monday with some more. Peace!